What is up, guys? JaretCampisi with the main man Dado, back for another episode of the Carbon V4S series. If you don't know what that is, shame on you for at this point. Basically, we're gonna deck this bike out with some of the best parts you can get for it in the entire world. We're gonna give it away when we're done. If you want to be entered to win and help support and make it all possible, first link in the description below. It's just a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Campisi Customs. We have a lot to do today, so we're just gonna hop right into this one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, first thing we're gonna do is dig into, actually you wanna just, I guess you can get it out right here, yeah. Dig into our box of goodies provided to us by the absolutely beautiful Manny from Moto Million. Look at all this full 6 carbon, guys. Oh my God. Again, rear one, right? Yeah, rear tire hugger. Mudguard, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Obviously in full carbon. It's also the race one. You have to get a separate rear hugger for the Acura exhaust system. So there it is. We're gonna be pulling off that little piece there and replacing it with that bad boy there. And look at that, saving another probably pound or 2. Look at that carbon, jeez.
Matching the tail section quite
yeah,
nicely.
Look at that. Both from full 6, obviously, that we got through Manny from Moto Million. If you guys ever want to get parts from them, you know what to do. Use the discount links in the description below. Code Campisi saves you money.
Oh, we also are doing...
Oh yeah, we have other things too. Hold on one second. And then adding more carbon to the bike, the next thing that we're going to be doing, which is in my opinion an absolute must, is the carbon frame covers. So you might say, Jaret, what the hell's a carbon frame cover? Well,
Let me show you.
See that frame right there? It covers the top part of that you can actually see when you have the fairings on. So look at that bad boy. So now that one's gonna be covered in carbon too. You wanna put it on there real quick? What it does is it goes on just like that. Wow, that one covers all the way up. That's amazing.
Covers the ugly frame that no one wants to see.
Yeah, so it covers that silver frame. So there won't be a single piece of silver on this bike by the time we're done with it. Everything will be carbon. Look at that.
Amazing.
How sick is that? And then obviously the fairing will cover the rest of it.
For even allowing that to be seen.
I know. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We'll be installing both carbon frame covers. We'll be doing all the wiring that we have to do to finish up the rear carbon tail section.
Hopefully get it working at some point.
Yeah, but not today. We won't be turning it on. And then doing the carbon rear tail hugger. So adding more carbon, lots of carbon, basically is what we're gonna be doing today. All right, so first thing we're gonna start with today is finishing off the wiring of the rear carbon subframe, which is kind of the exhaust stuff. It's not part of the exhaust, but we had to take it apart when we did the exhaust. So we're back on the instructions again, as you can see, the beautiful instructions. That's what we're gonna start with right now. And we're gonna get some wires rerouted, thank God, and get everything plugged back in. It's gonna make me feel so good. All right, so the first thing we're doing is putting all these wires through a little piece they give us. Grommet. That's our rear wheel sensor. That goes through, and then the electronic suspension is going to go through as well. And then we'll have to find out what they plug into up here.
So the lines that are coming out of the rear suspension are actually marked with these little markers. C stands for compression, R stands for rebound, and if you accidentally unplug them without marking them, the compression plug is marked, which we're going to pull this off because it's a little bit tacky, but once we plug it in. So they appear to be the same plug, so don't get them screwed up.
Nice.
And that's it.
All right, up next is the oxygen sensor wire that for some reason I was calling a rear speed sensor. Dado kept correcting me and I kept not listening to him.
Story of my life.
The one thing that we have to keep in mind is this is not a factory tail section, obviously. So we don't have zip ties and all the same kind of stuff that that the directions do. So we're gonna kind of loosely follow them, knowing that we're gonna have to make some adjustments for what we're doing, and we already have ideas for how we're gonna do that. So this is some of the rear harness stuff that we have to plug in. This right here is what they use for diagnostics. This is what we'll use when we take it in to get the Acura up map installed. It used to be in here where you just, you know, twist the key, pop that off. This is sitting in there. But now, obviously this doesn't come off. So we're gonna have to figure out a place to put this so that when you just take off the seat, you can get to it without removing the entire gas tank. because we don't want to do that to whoever the new owner is or the Ducati dealer when we take it in for the Acura up map. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the stock tank back on and we're going to see if there's a spot we can fit this, and then hopefully there is. All right, so we're bringing the Loch Ness Monster back. So the only place that really has any room at all is up here, if you can see. So what we're gonna do is actually just kind of Dremel out a tiny bit here so that this one tab is keeping it from going in and out of there. And then it'll sit back in there, and if somebody ever wants to run diagnostics, or if you're servicing or whoever it is that gets the bike, you'll just be able to pull it in and out of there just by removing the seat. That's it, that's all you have to do. It'll be 2 bolts, remove the seat, and you can get to it. All right, so we just wanted to pull the seat real quick, put it on there, make sure we have plenty of space, and as you can see, we've got a lot of space there, so that entire lip is actually covered, so taking off that little part there is not gonna do anything. Check this truck out, guys. Our buddy just redid this whole thing, rebuilt, well, I guess didn't rebuild, dropped a new motor in it. What is it, a 357?
350.
A 350 Chevy engine? How much horsepower does this make?
Probably like 280, 290. Not a whole lot, just a small block 350.
Well, the truck's freaking small too. It looks so good. He painted all that himself. Look at that. So clean. This thing's badass, dude. Good work.
Thank you.
I'm not sure about the green though. Paint this bitch black. When you have to drill carbon, that's when the drinks come out.
You found more vodka?
I found more vodka, yeah. There's how much Dotto puts in. That's how
Wait,
much.
this is for you?
That's for me. Dotto's is over there. Dotto's going Captain Morgan's, Captain and Coke. I'm doing Snapple and vodka. And Dozer's doing straight 151. He's out there running around getting yelled at.
Is mommy yelling at you, buddy? Are you not listening?
You go for a ride? For a ride?
Look at him.
He's getting yelled at.
No, that's good at all. The manager doesn't give 2 shits about anything. Dozy.
How do you feel about us cutting into the carbon, buddy? Huh?
Yeah. We needed him
Are
out.
you happy?
We needed him out here to oversee this. Yeah. All right, so
Are you spoiled?
we got the bike covered. Dotto's got his power tools.
He's got his glasses for safety.
Air tools. I'm about to drill into a $3,000 piece of carbon. Don't screw it up, Dotto.
I will.
Everybody's watching.
I'm too sober for
YouTube's
this.
watching.
I'm too sober.
Hey, full 6, we apologize.
Sorry, guys.
We apologize for this. Okay.
All right, so now the plug can come right out, and there's a nice little notch in this. Obviously this tank is not going to be here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill 2 tiny little holes so we can zip tie this here, and then the tuner or the service people can just tuck that in and then pull it back out, and the wire will be here so it doesn't fall down in there. There's no other place we can put this. I didn't want to drill here for strength integrity, and I think this is perfect here. Let's see how the carbon looks underneath.
Yeah, I think it is too. Because honestly, just to get the tank off, you're looking at least an hour of labor, which is probably $100 to $150.
Check it out.
Look,
Full 6, you guys
don't
proud
even-
of me?
Yeah, you don't even notice it. It's perfect.
Hell yeah.
Good job. All right, so cutting a little hole for the zip tie. The seat covers all of this. We already checked to make sure. So there you go. Tiny little hole stealthily behind the seat. Once he tightens that zip tie, once we attach the whole harness, it'll sit back there and be perfect. So rear tail light right there, plugging in. Turn signals and tail tidy is all plugged in. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tidy all this stuff up with zip ties, and we're gonna wrap it all with foam and tape so that
It doesn't make noise.
yeah, so that's not making noise rattling around like a bag of dicks while you're smacking down 650 on the highway. All right, so we're gonna check everything right now, make sure it all works. Tail light, brakes. Oh
No.
yeah, that's right. Remember we never hooked the brake light switch up.
Switch by hand.
Brake switch working?
Want me to turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn signal.
Yep.
Left.
Yep.
Right. That's it. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so finally zip tying everything together now that we know it all works. And hopefully we won't ever have to take it apart again. But we're done with the acro directions for now until we put the tank back on. And yeah, it's getting there. I'm excited. Having everything plugged back in makes me feel good, makes me happy. All right, so we pre-fitted everything. You can see everything tucked up in there and it looks really, really nice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that out one last time. We're gonna wrap it with foam. That way, so you're not going down the road and you don't hear shit like that, like stuff bouncing around in there. So then we'll be good for the rear tail section. Finally, holy Lord. Look at that black, love it. So there you go, guys. There's the finished product. It's all tucked up under there. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's zip tied, it's foam covered, so it's not gonna sound or have any sound at all, and it looks freaking fantastic. And then the one last thing is that guy right there, which whenever you want it, you can pull it right out. It'll sit tucked up in there, and then the diagnostics and everything's available. So there you go. The rear subframe is finally completed. And I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. It looks phenomenal. Saved 10 pounds. The only one in the country. Dotto, you crushed it. All right, so we're moving on to the carbon frame covers that look absolutely stunning. First thing we're gonna do is wipe everything off with acetone. The inside of the frame covers, and then obviously the frame itself, so that everything sticks on. And we're actually just gonna be using double-sided 3M sticky tape. And that's how we're gonna put it on there. That way it will not be going anywhere, but if you ever did need to remove them, you could. It's the simple things in life, you know? Just taking your time, enjoying the birds chirping.
Rubbing carbon.
Rubbing some, yeah, look how dirty that is. Everything's dirty when you take acetone.
If you get even a little bit of grease on something that's supposed to have good adhesion, it's not gonna stick.
No.
So that's what we're cleaning this for.
And then wiping off this bad boy, the old frame. Yep, look at that. It's so freaking dirty, it's insane. Meanwhile, the ladies are over here doing God knows what. Look at them.
Not doing anything.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, you're looking at carbon, yeah. They were looking at dresses and shit. Look at them.
I know.
All right, starting off with the 3M sticky tape. We're gonna let Dotto work his magic, because he used to work as a sticky taper at the sticky tape factory in Willy Wonka's factory. Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka. All he did was eat all the chocolate and then he got fired. So there you go. Probably a little bit overkill, but we definitely don't want this piece coming off ever. The other thing that's nice is see how they're heat shielded? That frame actually does get a little bit hot on your leg when you're riding. So this will help cool things off a little bit. All right, moment of truth. Don't screw it up, Dotto. You only get one chance at this. And if you screw it up, you're in a lot of trouble.
Thanks, Dad.
Did you get it on right?
No, I didn't. We gotta pull it all.
Pull it back off. It's all screwed. Blame the ladies. Looks good. I'm actually really happy about that.
Try to move it, Jaret.
Look at that.
Go ahead. I dare you.
No, I'm not touching
Peel it off.
Look at how nice that is. This is gonna be carbon everywhere on this thing. Full 6, well done, Moto Million. I love it. All right, left-hand side going on. Looks like you put even more on this one.
Oh yeah, I just went.
You went ham as a mother. One shot, Dotto.
I got one shot.
You only get one shot. Sounds like a Rocky song.
Actually, it's Eminem.
Oh yeah. Use that strength. Use that sausage finger strength, Dotto. Look at that. What do we think? What do we think, guys? Do we like it? I love it. Ladies, come over here. Let us know what you think of the carbon.
Beautiful.
No, you got to see the carbon covers.
That looks so much better.
See? It's covering up the frame there.
Covered the stupid ugly frame.
Do you guys like it?
It's gonna look really good once.
So you won't see the other part because the fairings will be covering it. You know?
Yeah, looks sharp.
Isn't that sweet? And then see this the whole bike's gonna be
Shannon
this.
wants to take it for a spin.
Does she? Do you ride bikes?
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Oh, not on this one. Up next on the chopping block is this plastic stock Fender. I actually thought that you had to replace this if you did an acro system. That's what I read. But as far as I can tell, there's no reason that you actually would need to. Can you think of one, Dotto?
No, but I think the girl just farted.
So it looks like there's a bolt down there, 2 up there, and 1 in here, which also has the rear speed sensor attached to it. So we're gonna unhook all of them and then we'll unclip that puppy and swap over the new one. Look at this move. Through the carbon rear subframe. Look at that. Smooth, Dotto. Very smooth. Had to do it just to look good. All right, so we just pulled this bad boy off and then clip that right there. There you go. Just like that. Look at that thing. Good God.
It's heavy, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, I feel it.
How does it feel? Holy shit.
Yeah.
So I think that's another pound probably we're saving.
Put it on my head, but it's really greasy. So put it on his head.
So on the stock Fender, there was a little hole drilled for the zip tie to hold the line. So we're gonna drill one of our own right here. All we do is drill carbon. I feel like that's all we've been doing lately. Just drilling carbon. Nice. All right, getting the rear carbon hugger fitted. Got the speed sensor wire zip tied. Just starting to put the bolts in. And man, do I love seeing carbon on carbon. Do you even hold this?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Look at that. Look how good that looks. So freaking cool. I really like this a lot. Carbon subframe, carbon exhaust cover, carbon tail hugger, carbon frame cover, carbon bikini.
I don't know.
What the heck? Where's your bikini, teens?
I don't have a carbon bikini, but
This is
I am
weird.
in search for one.
Are you?
So if anybody has a carbon bikini, send one to teens.
Yes, I agree. And Nia too.
I'll take one piece.
Last bolt of the day, going in hot. Going in hot. Look at that. Look at that.
And we are finished.
That looks so freaking sexy. And don't worry, we have a carbon swing arm cover coming as well from Full 6 and Manny Moto Million.
And Manny Moto.
Manny Moto. Look at the curves on this lady.
What are you doing?
No, turn around. Turn the other way. Oh
We're
my
measuring
God.
ourselves over
Look at the
here.
booty. Squeeze it, teens. Squeeze it for me. What were you guys measuring? What are your measurements? 35, 25, 35.
Sure.
You're 1 inch off being a Victoria's Secret model, Christina. 34, 24, 34.
Tall enough to be a
Sorry, I don't think we can date anymore. This is what we're dealing with. Go ahead. No,
No,
go back. No, go back to what you were doing. Go back to what I was like, teens, let's film the outro. And she goes, can you do the floss? Look at her. Don't screw it up. Everybody's watching you.
Is that right? Am I doing it right?
I think that is right.
You gotta go faster though.
I can't
Go faster, go.
I can't go.
Watch her screw it up. Watch her screw it up. Watch her screw it up. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, that's the end of this episode. I'm very, very excited because all the technical stuff for now is done. We got all the wiring done. The full carbon frame is finished, the rear frame. We got those carbon frame covers on. They look freaking incredible. And then, of course, we got that carbon rear tail hugger on, and it looks freaking amazing. Manny, shout out to you and Full 6. Absolutely love the parts. We're so freaking happy with them. And we're going to continue to add ridiculous amounts of carbon to this bad boy and keep saving weight and making it just perfect. So again, if you guys want to be entered to win this bike, check out the Patreon page. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Shout out to this guy for all his hard work and for Teens for doing whatever she does. And that's it. See you guys in the next one.